Renowned conductor Ivor Setterfield is a man on a mission.
Nice to meet you.
He's in Oxford on the Blackbird Leys housing estate, hoping to turn 40 of its residents into a classical choir fit to grace the stage of the Royal Albert Hall.
And you!
But it's not proving an easy ride.
Oh, God.
An Italian crash course in classical music stretched Ivor's patience.
Too fast, Paul!
So does Ivor have any hope of turning this group of amateurs into the singing estate? Last week, Ivor's budding choristers spent 3 days at a singing workshop in Italy, the home of classical music. But all Ivor's hopes and dreams came crashing down when his choir bottled it in Verona's main square.
What happened? You make me look like a complete fool.
Now they've only 5 weeks until the concert at the Royal Albert Hall. But will they make it? Back in England, and reality bites. Determined to toughen up his choir, Ivor's decided they need an extra public performance, and this time on home turf.
We've got 4 weeks to do a performance on the estate for the rest of the community who have varying views of what we've been doing behind closed doors.
But the experience of Italy has underlined to Ivor a growing problem in the choir.
There are the strong ones in the choir and the weak ones in the choir, and there could be the weak ones are becoming passengers. I want to make sure that everybody's making a contribution, and to that end, I'm going to hear everybody individually.
The following day on the estate, and nervous choir members take turns to show Ivor how they're progressing with the main piece, Carmina Burana.
I've so far seen 3 people tonight and nobody knows this. I just need everybody to start realising that in 5 weeks' time we're going to be performing this in front of 5,000 people.
You need to show us all your disappointment, because you crushed me in Italy. Well, that look on your face, but that's what I needed. You crushed. I've never been crushed in my life by a look of someone.
I feel the same today about your singing of that. Velut, and 1. No, you don't go high yet. You've had this music for 2 weeks. You've got a rehearsal tape, and you don't know it. It's a serious project, this. I've been shocked by the general ability at this stage, having had a rehearsal tape for 2 weeks. People just not fulfilling their part of the bargain.
Rumours as to how tough the one-on-one sessions are have spread through the choir like wildfire.
If I lost my place to a cover, I'd be really upset. I think I'd be quite heartbrokenly disappointed.
I need you by this stage to absolutely have got this right. This is what the whole purpose of this session is, to see if you're understanding at the speed I need you to understand. 1.
2.
No, don't count 2. I'm giving you the downbeat and you come in on 2. And 1. No, you're making it up. The very fact that you're going up when you should be going down, you're not even staying on the same note when you should be staying on the same note, makes me worry.
Why don't you offer my place then to another alto and put me in the covers?
I understand what you're saying.
Covers, so.
I'm quite happy for you to do that, but...
It's almost like being a queen and someone saying, oh, you're a rubbish queen, and you're thinking, well, why, you know, and you think you're doing good, and then thinking, well, I'd better step down to a princess.
I'm not in the business of being tough with people, but if someone doesn't do what I say, then I don't want them to be in it.
Next up is Jason, a singer Ivor thought borderline when he first auditioned.
Can you do a whole of your part to la or
If you give me the
That's your first note. Then your first note is what?
I thought we were doing a Solomeo.
No.
Interpretation, sir. I got it all mixed up.
It's been repeated over and over again that Carmina Burana is the thing we're performing in the Albert Hall. And are you telling me you don't know that we're singing that?
No, I'm not there to understand. I thought, well, you
I
could
think
do
we are close to the end for you. If you cannot realise, after doing Carmina Burana, for all of those rehearsals where you sat at the back going, whatever, and now you come along, you think Carmina Burana is not part of the picture.
Oh, you're entitled
okay,
to...
if you can do me now...
You're entitled to do...
If you can do me this now,
Yes.
then I'll still listen to you. And 1.
I can't do it, sir.
Okay, fine. Well, then we're finished.
That's quite all right, sir.
Okay, I'm very upset, actually, because I gave you a chance.
That's quite all right.
And you've let me down.
No, I haven't let you down.
Yes, you have.
I'm being honest.
Outside, Jason's not happy. He'll now be missing the community concert.
He's a tin god, man.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No,
He is.
No, he's disappointed because all of us have gone in and none of us know the words.
How are you?
Next to sing is alto cover Candice.
Being a cover is like sort of being on a subs bench. You don't know how to impress the boss. You stand there and sing out loud and go, stare at me, look at me.
And 1.
Start to very happily.
Okay, good. You've obviously listened to your tape. That's very much more positive than anyone else who's come in. I'm going to promote you.
Seriously?
Yes. Finally, someone who's coming who's taking it seriously.
Thank you.
As far as,
I'll be pleasure to give you a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah. Well, now I'd be happy to receive one.
Woohoo!
Great.
And he can't use me. I'm the good for the choir. So what am I going to do? Please, I'm sorry. Ivor, man. Hey,
I got promoted!
The man...
What?
I got promoted!
Sorry, Jace, hold on.
Quality!
The reshuffle may have dealt with some of the choir's problems, but for Ivor, the community concert is still worryingly close.
Extra rehearsals have to be called. They need to work. We need to actually schedule rehearsals when they practice on their own.
I'm just up for it now.
But can the choir pull it off in time and show Ivor they've got what it takes?
Stop! What are you doing? Why are you making it up? Hurry up, sit down, please. Morning, everybody.
Morning, Ivor.
Is it going to be one of those mornings?
Conductor Ivor Setterfield is training a choir of absolute beginners to perform at the Royal Albert Hall, but last week's individual tests left him disappointed.
Everything I give you has the words and the music, and when I give it to you, the only reason I give it to you is for you to learn it. So you learn the music, learn the words, and I'm sorry if I thought I was making that very clear.
The choir are to perform a community concert on the estate for friends and family in just 2 weeks' time. Their struggle with learning the music is worrying Ivor.
The pace at which they learn is very slow. I don't want them to let themselves down, and I don't want them to let each other down. From a very selfish point of view, I'm not having them let me down. This morning, I'm going to reveal to you that we've got more repertoire to learn. So I'm going to reveal the repertoire now.
The choir have been practicing Carmina Burana and O Sole Mio, but Ivor's repertoire has another 5 songs in it.
May I stress to you that this is a tall order. This is a lot of music to learn. Judging by our pace.
O Sole Mio, the piece that went so badly wrong for the choir in Italy, requires a strong tenor soloist.
Hallelujah!
Always up for a new challenge, Colin approaches Ivor after rehearsal.
The thing is, if we can give a chance to sing that Sole Mio, I'd love to have a go at it.
I'll bear that in mind.
I'd love to have a go at it.
I'll bear that in mind.
Right? I'd love to have a go.
Colin's never going to have a great classical voice, but he's very enthusiastic, and his enthusiasm is quite infectious.
But will enthusiasm be enough? Colin is a bass singer, and it's a tenor voice Ivor needs.
Is that for me, yeah? Yeah. Excellent. I need everyone's number. Thanks, man.
34-year-old Bobby is a potential candidate for the job. He lives with his mum and dad, his wife Sonia, and their 2 children.
Music is very important. I love it. It's me. I don't know. I just couldn't live without it. Music is just such an important factor in my life.
We hardly get family time together because he's out all the time. And then it's hard on us. I mean, we've got 2 kids and it's hard because at the moment I'm doing everything.
You know, I mean, it's been 7 years, and you just think, oh, okay, you're trying, but nothing's happened.
My wife is, she's a little bit suspect on it as well. She doesn't see it as a serious thing.
I do want you to do it, but I just wish that there was a bit more time.
My feet are grounded. I've still got my 9 to 5. I still do everything, you know what I mean? The bills are paid and everything. Trying to do everything as I can.
He's music man. He like to do music, see?
Average people are working and looking after their own family. I'm scared. I thought he can ruin his life.
I just need you to bear with me for a bit and come to the show, see what happens, see what it sounds like, give us your opinion. It's hard, I know, I'm sorry, but...
Next day, Bobby and Colin are waiting to hear Ivor's decision about the solo spot.
I want to attempt it because I love the song. I really want to do it, man. I really want to do that song. I love it, man.
But now is the moment of truth. Ivor's called them both in.
I wanted to talk to you about it because for a long time now I've had it in mind that I'd like Bobby to have a go at this. So...
Do you reckon I can do it?
I don't know. I'm hoping so.
Brilliant. Are you okay about that, Don C, yeah?
You know that, man. Respect up.
Jeez, man.
Dealing with you later.
There's lots of pressures with learning all these pieces. Hopefully I can gel it in and, you know, and deliver it with some, you know, with a bit of beauty in it, you know, and sort of complement what the song is and where it sort of comes from.
I'm absolutely gutted. No, it's okay. It's part of a team. Don't matter who does it. It's all part. You just got to give them encouragement to see it through.
I'm sure you're all aware that in O Solo Mio there is a solo tenor part, and we have done better than Pavarotti, obviously. We've got Bobby is going to sing.
At the weekly Heads of Section meeting, there's only one topic under discussion.
I think this concert in Blackbird Leys we're doing, that's created the greatest pressure because it's been a pressure cooker learning all these extra pieces.
That's going to be the day where it either falls together or it falls apart.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And if it stays really good, if it's brilliant, it's going to put us on a high.
It's going to be, you're going to walk away from that on a mega high.
Yeah.
And Albert Hall is not going to seem so frightening because you're going to know what you are as a choir. So in a way, I see Blackbird Leys concert as the practice run.
Yes, dress rehearsal.
But like Ivor, head of choir Cindy recognises they're still far from ready for the concert.
Because these last few weeks are vital for us to be on time, vital for us to be in the practice and get as much out of it as we can, and any extra practice. I think I just heard you said something about an extra practice encouraging.
Yeah. If we don't, then there'll be 4 of us or 5 of us singing well and the others will struggle.
Yeah.
With extra rehearsals decided upon, Ivor turns his attentions to Bobby.
So have you been getting on with it?
I've been listening to it. I've been listening to it lots.
Yeah?
I haven't had enough time to attempt it properly.
Going to Pavarotti-esque beard, though.
I know, mate. That's stress, mate. That's stress.
Really? Do you know it from memory? You need to.
I need to, yeah. Okay, mate, yeah. Che bella cosa è giornata sole. Che bella cosa una giornata sole.
It all sounds a bit academic.
It does, yeah.
So it needs to have more of your feel.
Okay.
It's a combination of either completely dull, his singing, or fantastic. But you never know which note's going to be what. Now, once you've hit that note, halfway through it, smile inside. Okay. I'm sorry, but that is probably one of the most wonderful things I've just seen in the whole of this 2 months. He needs to learn the music intellectually and then believe in his voice a bit. big ask for Bobby. Big ask.
There is a little bit of paranoia in there. There is a little bit of nervousness as well. Really, at the moment, just stuck with this track, yeah? Because I don't know which direction I should be flying off into.
Okay.
While Bobby's realising that landing the solo role was the easy part, Colin has come up with another way of taking centre stage at the concert. Getting the choir to perform one of his own songs.
People always associate Blackbird Leys with, like, gangsters and ruffians and bad people. So I just thought, well, people keep saying it about it, I wrote a song about it, but it's just really a bit of a laugh, really.
Inspired by what Ivor's teaching them, Colin plans to rearrange one of his own songs for the choir.
Across the land, across the sea, there is a place that you call Blackbird Leys.
Cole, what is it exactly you're doing?
I'm trying to do a classical piece for that Blackbird Leys song that I done in reggae.
Why?
Because I want to do a piece for the choir so we can...
The Blackbird Leys song in, like, choir voices.
My unfinished symphony. In a land beyond.
The music sounds like kind of choir-y, classically, kind of, but your voice still sounds like...
Yeah, but it's not meant to be like a classical piece like Carmina Burana, or it's not going to be anything like what we've done, like Handel's Messiah. No, all I want to do is do a choir version of it, add a background beat which will give it a boom, 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 da 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 da.
A remix kind of thing. You've got to write it, compose it, or whatever, put the... Well, I know you know the lyrics,
I can't compose it, can I? Because it's off the top of my head.
Yeah, I know, but, like, well, you're going to have to get something down on paper, so what else, how are people going to know what to sing?
Excuse me, what?
A few streets away, and the sopranos and altos are gathering at section leader Deidre's home for the first of their extra rehearsals.
OK, we should start. You count us in, Becky.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
She put this... Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Some choir members, though, are taking it more seriously than others.
Mackenzie does listen so intently when Ivor's around, and then when he's not around, that's when she tends to be a fool.
Well, I can't take the rehearsal in there seriously tonight at all because it sounds shit.
Sorry. Mackenzie, you're fired!
Ivor, aware Bobby is struggling, has called in specialist help, his friend and professional tenor, Andy Staples.
With other things, I've been quite confident that I can turn, something that started off very poor into something else, which is successful. But this, I'm really genuinely scared that we are going to flop at the community concert. I can't allow that to happen.
Che bella cosa, na giornata sole, n'aria serena, dopo una tempesta.
At the moment, you're not taking a big Neapolitan breath, you're going a kind of, we need a... Che bella, and you can croon a bit as well, because you've got the voice for this, no problems. He's sort of, all beforehand doing sort of all that business. He just needs to just bin that, just stand there and go, this is going to cost you people £1 million, and then just deliver it like he wrote it. Breathe out, and then go, like and you get a cleaner rather than I
tell you, everything that I've been trying to capture and create has just gone in the bin as soon as they wanted me to open my mouth,
And make it really forward rather than sort of... Because it's quite kind of, che bella, and you want, che bella, right there.
Che bella.
Say E Mario for me.
E Mario.
E Mario.
E Mario.
Can you get rid of that? I think he just needs to relax more than anything. I think he... because he can sing it, and he obviously loves singing it. And when he gets on a big note that he can open up on, then he does.
I think what let me down was just releasing in 100%. You know what I mean? I couldn't. It was like I had two masters in front of me, and you want me to sing?
Concerned by the disruption at last week's extra rehearsal, Deirdre has called a meeting of the alto section.
You're the first. Everyone's as keen as bloody usual. We're not enough of a team. There's a bit of friction. There's a few, egos clashing, and we've really got to get our act together, or we're just going to be seriously up shit creek.
Her worries are shared by fellow alto Dorinda.
I know you said you always laugh and you like messing about. I find there's too much pratting out going on. No one seems to have respect for when other people are learning.
When we went into the rehearsal, I knew from the start of that rehearsal that it was going to be a sopranos rehearsal. The reason I ended up pissing about is because I thought, well, what's the point when...
I didn't feel personally that it was just a soprano rehearsal. But what happened is, when they was doing their bit, no one had respect for them. Everyone was messing about.
I wasn't surprised by Dorinda's strength of feeling, really, because I kind of know... Well, I've sensed a lot of feeling off of Dorinda before, and maybe I'm not taking it as seriously as her.
The next day brings another extra rehearsal, but this time it's for Colin's Blackbird Lee's song.
So if you just sing that as it sounds, I'll start off on it.
In a land beyond the sea, in a land beyond. Past place you call Babylon.
Beyond past the place.
Like Ivor before him, Colin is discovering that teaching the choir new material is no mean feat.
Got it? Right?
No.
Oh.
Okay, what?
I don't even know how Ivor copes with it, man. It is an absolute headache. My head is... I don't have migraines, and I've got a migraine.
At the next group rehearsal, there's a special guest. Local artist Dorothy Gibson, who missed out at the auditions for the choir, is designing the tickets for the community concert.
I was invited by them to do it. I went in for the singing. They didn't like my voice. So they said, well, you're a painter. You can be involved and paint something to provide you with a logo for the tickets for the concert.
Dorothy's picture is coming along nicely, which is more than can be said for the choir, who are practicing another new song.
Stop! What are you doing? Why are you making it up? You're singing in the wrong octave. The highest note in that chord should be alone. I've got alone from some random octave. Come on, try again. I don't want to end my week with you. I love you all, but you are bloody rubbish sometimes.
For the first time, I'm actually worried in real time about our lead time for this concert. We've got an awful lot to do. They'll just sound like a rabble at the moment. It has improved since last week, but the speed of improvement and the speed of learning is just woefully slow.
And with only a week to go before the community concert and the Royal Albert Hall looming large, will Ivor's choir recover in time?
No.
Conductor Ivor Setterfield has only a week before his choir of amateurs perform a community concert for friends and family on the Blackbird Lee's estate.
This is the time when we stand alone to show what we've done what we're supposed to have done in the last 2 months.
Last week, Ivor made some changes to the choir, leaving a space in the bass section. Vying to fill it are Gina, John and Philip.
Can you take an A from the piano? And 3 and 1.
Sweet silver, song of the Lord.
Okay, right.
Walk on, walk on.
What I want is sweet silver. Right. So every note goes up as well as down. Do it.
Sweet silver.
Yeah.
No. At the end of the session, Ivor confides in rehearsal pianist Chris.
I'm struggling with the basses at the moment.
It's not clear to me that putting any of them in would actually help things.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
The bass section are in trouble, and Ivor can only hope the rest of the choir can carry them for the time being. But there's a distraction. Colin has brought some of the choir to the local recording studio for the afternoon.
What we're going to do here is going to lay a track down for this Blackbird Lee's song, which we want to try and do with the community. Yeah. And I've got 4 or 5 people from the choir. We're going to do a voiceover, and then we're going to lay it down on top of the track that we've got here. Okay. And then I've got to do a little bit of synthesised work as well to tune, to try and put it in there to give it that sort of sound.
That's the place you call Babylon.
We've only got 7 singers, so what we're going to do is we're going to make it sound like there's 30 to 40 people singing, which we're going to do in the studio.
Across the land, across the sea.
It is a fusion between different types of music. We're trying to clash the two together. We're going to do a little bit of classical, a little bit of hip-hop, a little bit of R&B and a bit of vocal. So yeah, it's Blackbird Lee's classical sound. That's what I'm trying to achieve.
In the land beyond.
Comparisons of what I'm doing and what Ivor's doing, there's no comparison. It's a different league. It's like me being 4th Division and him being Premier League.
Blackbird Lee's, what a place.
So I'm being a bit posh on this, are we?
No, it's all right, mate. Sound all right to me. I say, marvellous.
Bobby may be hitting all the right notes in Colin's song, but he's still struggling with the tenor solo in O Sole Mio.
He doesn't connect the singing with his emotions, really. And I think he can do it. He just needs to be nudged in the right direction.
It first of all probably needs you to maybe sing it without chewing gum in your mouth.
Okay.
Secondly...
Bobby's still having problems with his solo, but Ivor's got a plan.
We're going for a little walk.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jacket on.
You might have to bring this with you at the moment.
He's asked the rest of the choir to gather on the green outside the community centre.
Okay, let's go. Now. So that's our people.
Yeah.
And all of this is your territory. Everything out. Get it out.
Okay.
Go on in.
Should we be quiet?
Shush,
Shush, I think he's going to sing.
Oh my God, you can hear him.
Shush!
Stand front a te, stand front a te.
See him expressing himself to the estate.
I was very impressed, yeah. We wondered where he was going.
I want to go.
I was hoping he'd jump so I could take the part of singing it because I wanted to sing it.
We love you, don't jump!
Having seen how far Ivor will go to bring out the best in them, the choir swing into action. But is it too little, too late?
Well, yeah, because I've got to fight with the other 2 covers now, because Ivor could get us to one side and say, OK, you're not good enough, bang, you're in the choir. Could be any of us, who knows? But hopefully it'd be me.
John has asked his section leader, Alan, to give him some one-to-one tuition.
O fortuna venut luna.
But my chances are very good. I'm sticking to that, all right? I'm not going to get me down in the dumps about that if I don't get in the choir, this and that and the other. I've said all along I want to get in this choir, and I'm going to get in the choir.
While John brushes up on his singing, local artist Dorothy is putting the final touches to her choir portrait for the concert tickets.
I quite like it, and it gives an impression of what was going on. I'm very happy with it. There is an expression that genius is 1% inspiration but 99% perspiration.
It's a sentiment the choir know all about. But with the concert tomorrow, will they find that magic 1%?
Everybody, tonight is basically about building our confidence for tomorrow. So in order for me not to upset anyone, the best thing to do is be as good as you possibly can, and I will help you in every way I can. For this evening, I want the covers to listen. The covers to listen, yeah. And so this is for the community concert tomorrow.
Hearing the choir without the covers, Ivor can make sure the sound is perfect before tomorrow's important performance.
One. Sunny.
All their hard work in the last few days seems to be paying off. But Blossom, a cover, has something on her mind.
Everyone's feeling left out in the covers. I've had enough of him. He's a male chauvinist pig, and I cannot say. I don't blame the choir. I blame him in there.
King of kings and Lord of lords,
Unrecognisable from what we've started, and I can't believe it in some ways. I'm really, really proud.
But not everyone shares Ivor's delight.
Have a quick word with you if you don't mind.
Not in the rehearsal.
No, only quickly.
No,
you know
Blossom,
when
I'm
you
trying to do a
about,
rehearsal.
I'm not being funny, I've got 10 minutes and then I've got
just
to go.
quick question, yeah?
Blossom, can you wait until after the rehearsal?
Well, because this is what I want to ask you. You asked the covers, specifically.
The
Did
covers.
you mean for the whole evening that the covers have got to sit there? Do we have to come to the concert or can we stay away? Because I'm feeling quite left out. It makes me want to puke.
Okay, basses. Just try to forget the distractions at the moment. I only care about the music, really. So, 1, 2, hallelujah.
I'm not doing that yet. But I can't believe you brought that up. You could have done that at the end of that, yeah? You've just killed an atmosphere in that. And that is so... But Blossom, that is unfair. That is a 40-man crew in there. It has been a long time since we have seen that expression on his face, and you have killed that moment.
Blossom, listen. Blossom, please listen. If you do what you're doing now and a space comes up, you're not going to get that space. If you stick at it, then you may be there. But if you just walk out, you're giving up. You're giving up.
There's a big may, isn't there?
Listen.
I know what it means to be a cover. Don't forget, I was there. I've been there and been told to shut up and not to sing and not to... And it hurts. But if you don't want to be there, then leave. Don't cause a big drama about it.
I mean, it wasn't nice sitting there and having to listen to the whole choir sing. And at one point, I did feel a bit upset and wound up, but I managed to pull myself together and hold it in.
Despite the interruption, Ivor remains upbeat about tomorrow's concert.
The atmosphere seems to have changed very positively, which I'm very pleased to see. I mean, there was only... I think tensions are high, but the level of support and interest is much improved.
But just when Ivor thinks he's home and dry, alto Jade has some bad news.
I suppose you've heard about my aunt. She passed away yesterday.
Oh no, I didn't hear about your aunt.
Well, she's been ill. That's why I couldn't turn up today.
I'm sorry for that. I don't want to rule you out of the Albert Hall concert at all. Tomorrow, I just think there's too much repertoire, and I think it will be too much on your mind this evening to worry about tomorrow. So I'll have to let the covers. There's a space for a cover to go in your place.
I'm sorry to be such a
I'm sorry about your loss.
Jade's absence means there's now a place for 2 of the covers at tomorrow's concert.
Hi, Chris, do you have anything to Alan?
It's the following morning, the day of the concert, and Alan is up early to check everything goes smoothly with the marquee.
So far the marquee going up is going very smoothly, as far as I can see. We've got the A-team, so to speak, of the marquee erectors here. If the marquee collapses, I suppose I'll be in the firing line.
As leader of the basses, Alan has an additional problem to worry about. He's one singer short of a section.
There is a decision to be made by Ivor today in the basses, in that we've got one space. I'd like John, to be given the chance to sing in the choir. In terms of dedication and enthusiasm, I really don't think John could be beaten.
At the community centre, the rest of the choir are also hard at work, practising Our Robin, a final piece for the concert.
Mixed emotions today, yeah, because I think the cover's going to be decided today who's going to get in the choir. So hopefully it's going to be me. Hopefully.
Bobby too has got some unfinished business to attend to before his solo performance this afternoon.
Okay, I'm just going to go home. We've got a community concert today, right? And I'm just going to invite my dad along because I want him to come and see it, and things haven't been all great at home and stuff, so it would mean everything to me to see my parents there, my mum and dad, yeah? Just so that they see that I haven't been messing about on, you know what I mean? There's a lot of work going into this event. So he's not interested in it at the moment, and they're not going to be coming to the event. So you know what I mean? It'll be okay. I'll just invite my brother along and or something, and get my sister and that lot to come over. I feel a little bit disappointed, but life goes on.
Do any of you know O Fortuna from Carmina Burana? So it goes, O Fortuna, O Fortuna.
Back in the rehearsal room, it's decision time.
Just have a quick chat with the covers outside, if possible.
Ivor's about to announce which 2 singers have made it into the choir for this afternoon's performance.
As far as I'm aware at the moment, nothing's changed. I'm still a cover and I'm still not singing today.
What'll be will be, and I'm enjoying this morning, so if I don't sing this afternoon, I'll still have enjoyed the day.
Whoever Ivor decides to promote, it'll mean heartbreak for those left to sit the concert out. Ivor Setterfield and his Blackbird Lees choir have been preparing for a concert in the local park in front of their friends and family. The 6 covers are about to discover who will be performing this afternoon and who Ivor will be leaving on the sidelines.
As you're all aware, that for this specific project, the community concert, there's 1 space available in the basses and 1 space available in the altos. It's a really difficult decision for me, and this does not affect the Albert Hall decision, but the spaces for today's concert go to Philip and Zoe. I'm sorry to disappoint the others of you. John, my heart's heavy enough without.
I'm not disappointed. We're happy still to be in the choir.
Don't take my hat. No, don't.
You're in Colin's thing.
Got it for today because my daughter's coming and I don't know if she's going to come from the community, whatever. But hey, I'm Big John. I can take it. You know, I've been down, I've been up and been down. So you know, yeah, I'm still there. Ivor says hang in there, so I will. You know.
Sorry to disappoint you.
I'm used to it now.
No, just hang in. The stage is complete. Let's meet there at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Dressed. All changed. 2 o'clock.
With the concert less than 2 hours away, the choir make their last-minute preparations.
My dad's shoes.
Hello, good.
From the 60s, man. Temptation.
Over 250 people are attending today's concert, made up of family, friends and local dignitaries. Dorothy's tickets might be free, but that doesn't mean Ivor will expect anything less than a professional performance.
I think if something goes wrong today, I think it would possibly affect morale quite seriously, but I'm hoping that nothing will go wrong. I've got very strong faith in them.
Just minutes to go, and Bobby gets a few final words of encouragement from Ivor.
If at any stage you feel nervous by the room of people, just turn slightly towards me because I'm entirely on your side, you know?
All right, cool.
Good luck.
Brilliant, cheers.
Looking forward to it.
You look all right.
But the people Bobby really wants to impress are his family.
See you in a bit, guys.
I think he's going to do really well. He seems very confident. I don't see him being very nervous. Well, if he is, he's not showing it.
Now it's his chance to show what he's been learning over the last 2 months.
Che bella cosa, n'aria notte sole, n'aria serena, dopo una tempesta, per l'aria fresca, pariggiana festa. Che bella cosa, n'aria notte sole, mana tu sole, più bello in me. Oh sole mio, stan fronte a te. Oh sole mio, stan fronte a te. Stan fronte a te.
With a change of pace, it's the world premiere of Colin's Blackbird Lees song, remixed for the choir.
With the thanks of Ivor, he's given us inspiration to create our own style, but with a more club beat. And so what we've done, we've tried to do a choiristic sound. So I know it's cold outside, but if you can get that little carnival feel to what we're trying to do, you know what I mean?
Across the land, across the sea, there is a nation called Blackbird Lees. Blackbird
we've just achieved something amazing. Everybody in the room knows it. It just feels so good.
To be honest, yeah, Black Leaves, man, I'm thinking it could be booked, yeah? But you know what? Everybody.
Kicked ass. Thank you, baby.
Bloody nerve-wracking, you know? Couldn't look at anybody, couldn't focus on any eyes.
We are Ivor's choir. That's exactly what we are. Ivor has moulded us. And that's, for how sceptical I was 2.5 weeks ago, he pulled it off, and enough respect, Ivor.
They really went beyond what I expected them to be able to do at this stage. However, next week, in 12 days' time, we're performing to people who paid up to £40 for a seat. And you can't just apologise for being a bit ropey around the edges.
But with divisions in the group...
Just think fit!
I'm not even speaking.
Have I gripped you up against the wall yet and threatened to knock your face in?
And a last-minute loss of discipline.
Just walk onto the stage. I'm really angry.
Can a choir who've only been singing together for 10 weeks wow an audience of 5,000?